That's too expensive.
Hey friends. In the span of a little over a year, Sony has been making a lot of weird business decisions that are kinda hurting the company, especially the PlayStation brand. Last year, we got a huge price hike for PlayStation Plus. I get that inflation is a huge factor, but you're already expecting us to pay $70 for new AAA games. I'm pretty sure that's enough. But as of the last month or so, PlayStation has been kind of a hot mess as a brand. Recently, we got the live service game Concord. After several years and $100 million spent on it, this game could not have released at a worse time, especially when hero shooters are already super common. Right now, please guess how much most of these hero shooters cost. And if a lot of these games are free to play, then you'd think that Concord would be free to play too, right?
No.
What is that monstrosity?
You expect us to pay $40 when other better looking hero shooter games are free? I'm sorry, is this a late April Fool's joke? Most, if not all of your competition is free to play and probably cost a lot less money to develop. And Sony barely even marketed this game. You were just begging this game to fail! And when the game only sold 25,000 units, they shut the thing down. Sony basically shot the developers with the dehydration gun! After less than 2 weeks of even being released, Concord was announced to be shutting down. All of this work, time, and money from the developers have basically gone in the garbage. I'm not trying to defend the game or anything because I didn't even bother playing it, but I still really feel bad for the developers of this game. After almost a decade in development and over $100 million invested into this game has now gone in the garbage. I get that it makes sense for financial reasons, but this was probably the worst time to even release the game because of all the competition and barely any marketing from Sony. And then Sony did something less than a week before I even made this video. They apparently did not learn their lesson from the PS3 era because they recently revealed a console that was gonna be $700 US as compared to the $600 of the launch PS3 with more storage space. A new console that wouldn't even include a disk drive right out of the box or even a stand to hold the thing up, and it is only a slightly upgraded version of the PS5, the PlayStation 5 Pro.
I knew it!
Yes, you heard me right. A slightly upgraded console with a disc drive sold separately for $80 US and a vertical stand for $30 extra US on top of having to buy the system for $700 US. Not including tax or money for extra games, you are going to be spending a grand total of $810 US. Before I get any comments about the PS3 still being the most expensive Sony console to date, I'd personally compare the PS5 Pro to a PS4 Pro instead, especially because the concept is more the same. $400 for the PlayStation 4 Pro? That's fine. $100 more is perfectly fine for a pretty good upgrade. The PS5 Pro, on the other hand, oh wow, games that run at 4K 30 FPS can now run at 4K 60 FPS with barely any visual difference. What an amazing upgrade. Both Xbox Series S and X have frame rate boost already. The fact that PlayStation is only doing this now with the PlayStation 5 Pro is really embarrassing. At that point, just buy an Xbox Series X instead.
Xbox.
Okay, sorry, I know a lot of this video was probably just rambling, but I just really wanted to talk about this problem with Sony right now. Just like Phase 4 of the MCU, I feel like the PlayStation brand is in a bit of a slump right now. And I really do hope that they can get out of it, and hopefully Sony can lower their prices. I swear to God, if the PlayStation 6 costs more than $500, then I'm not buying it. Good thing Xbox is much better with their prices. And in my opinion, Nintendo has the best exclusives. At least Astro Bot just came out, I guess. I swear, everything would be so much worse for Sony's goodwill if this game hadn't just recently released.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
I love the young people.